Comr, Efemena Umukoro, is another beautiful and wonderful time speaking with you again. And we know how active you are in the political sector, although you are a comrade and a human rights activist. Now, the 2023 gubernatorial election in Delta State has been a big topic for debate. Different contestant candidates to say. What has been your assessment of the various candidates with just days now comes to the election?
Yeah, the various candidates, they've done their very best to reach out to the electorate, and the only not healthy condition I'm seeing it's where followers have now built themselves into the attitude of insulting our honorable political class. Because they are loyal to one party, they tend to insult, call unpretendable names. Whosoever win at the end of the March 18, 2023 election, Honorable Nation wins. Because all the key candidates are honorable people. So it will be very, very unhealthy for Orobo youths or Deltan youths to now start going into the campaign of calumny, insults, abuses, or trying to attack the personal life of the different candidates. So first of all, I want to use this opportunity to call on social media practitioners and followers to please understand that it is election, it is not war. After the election, we will still continue to sit down as brothers and sisters to fellowship. So the different candidates should talk to their social media practitioner to reduce the tempo of insults that is presently going around on the internet.
I'm sure that you must have seen lots of candidates, posters, campaigns. From your point of view, sir, have you been able to identify that this or that candidate is
going through the manifesto?
Yes.
I had time to go through the manifesto. I did not just come up to pick up the candidates that I feel would liberate Delta State. For instance, I visited somebody like Gbagi to hear what he has for Delta. I heard his own. I met with the candidate of the APC, the deputy, Friday Osanebi. I heard their manifesto. He gave it to me. I read it. At the end of the day, I called him back to say, this is what we want. One, Friday Osanebi is a youth. And it is youth o'clock. It is time that our youth should rise up to vote in a youth, a credible youth, not just a youth, a credible youth into government so that we can have a say in the affairs of government. That is one. Two, the person of Senator Omo-Agege, CFR. Look at his antecedent of just 8 years in the Senate. What other senators who have been there for 20 years could not achieve, within 8 years he has achieved so much. So much. Incredibly well. Look at the Orogu Polytechnic. Some say, why did he put the Orogu Polytechnic in Orogu? The question is Omo-Agege the only senator who have represented Orogu Nation before? The answer is no. My elder brother, Sheriff Oborevwori, is the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly. A very good portfolio. He would have been able to use that same office to drag something to his Okpe people. Okpe is Orobo, Orobo is Okpe. So if Omo-Agege is developing one side, Sheriff should be developing the other side. The other person should be developing the other side. Before you know what, Delta Central will be the second Dubai. So Omo-Agege have been able to show good character, competency, reliability, and focus. So as a youth leader, I believe and I have a strong confidence that if we give him the position of the governor of Delta State, he will be able to transform Delta State with our resources. The senatorial election, let me use this opportunity to congratulate Chief Ede Dafenone. By the grace of God, I want my unit for him. For just one reason, because he's intelligent, he is smart, he's a calm person, he's a focused person as well. Such a person, if you send him to Abuja, he knows the right buttons to press. Now, the people of the Osu, they decided the best choice is Ede Dafenone, and he has won his election. Yoruba people, we have a pattern of voting. When His Excellency Chief James Ibori was governor of Delta State, we had Honorable Fred Brume in the Senate. Brume is from the Udu axis. His Excellency is from the Ugara axis. Ethiopia Federal. So it will only be fair for equity's sake that we give the governorship to Ugeli North, because the Osu, they've already gotten their slots as Senate. If I can refresh your memory back, even Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori said it in one of his recent videos before the senatorial election. He said that it will not be fair if they vote against Amuri, that they should make Amuri senator representing Delta Central, so that they should take governor, that they cannot take up the two positions. He knows that truth, which simply means Chief Sheriff is a sincere man. Now the election result is out. Let us start follow the very game of Chief Sheriff by giving since Osu has collected senator, they cannot collect the governor as well. It will be injustice to other part of Orubu.
Comr, please, let me cut you. The argument for the Osu federal constituency is that Etio has produced a governor in Shibjen-Sibori.
Yes.
The Ugeli have produced a governor in Honorable Felix Ibru.
Yes.
Now that it's back to Delta Central, they are not saying that it is the gubernatorial position that they want. Now,
can they have two things?
It's fortunate for them,
yes,
that Ede Dafenone won, but they are saying they want even the Oroje. There was I covered the Oroje when the Oroje said he wants the governorship. So they are now that can they not have
the two? Is it fair? It's not fair.
But
it's not fair. If PDP wanted the senatorial office, yeah, they should not have given their ticket to somebody like Chief Amori. Amori had an issue whereby in his community in Mosoga, there is no light. For years, I personally went to Mosoga to protest.
Yes, I'm aware.
And those persons who protest before me that were arrested by the police, I was the one that went to Asaba to release them, because every Nigerian have right to peaceful demonstration. The truth is, Omo-Agege has set a very high standard for the senatorial seats of the Yoruba nation, and we cannot afford to allow people who are not serious to occupy that position. We need somebody that will even do better than Omo-Agege, because the standard is already high. Chief Ede Dafenone has a lot of job to do, because he's coming into an office that the person in the office has more projects than the sitting governor of a state. It will only be fair, yes, if the governorship is being zoned in our own little Urubu size to Ugeli North. The Osu, at least they aim high for the governor. They didn't get the governor. Let them settle for the Senate. At least it's on record that a member from the Osu constituency is now the senator representing the Delta Central. They've been able to break record. It's a good starting point for the Osu struggle, and I appreciate them. The present OB that we have in Delta State is no other person than His Excellency Senator Omo-Agege CFR. And then he now picked a youth as a deputy governor, which simply means he has the youth at heart.
Before you conclude, okay, you seem to be missing a prominent name in Delta State. You talked about visiting Honorable Gbagi, the SDP candidate. you talked about Senator Omo-Agege, APC. You also talked about Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori,
yes.
PDP. But you are omitting the ABGA candidate, Chief Ogboru. Are you saying Ogboru is a non-factor in this race?
No.
Yes, please.
I have great respect for Chief Ogboru. I have a very big respect. I've been one of his ACT followers all over the years. So let me say this, he has his own opportunity. He's a dynamic politician, a meek man, a nice man. But the battle ahead is a battle that needs proper seriousness to win. It's not about having the crowd. It's about having strategic means of winning the election. And Omo-Agege is in the position of having it done for us. As Ogboru people, when they got to Delta North, they brought their very best, a medical doctor. Although their very best brought us to the very mess that we have today. Their very best, who is a medical doctor, brought us to the shame and embarrassment and the debt that we have today. I am sorry, Chief Ogboru is a great politician. I have great respect for him. I admire him a lot. But this very fight needs somebody who is combatant ready, who have the strategy to win, to go. So if you have 5 children, you know the ability of each of your children. This very test ability fall into the space of Agege. So it has my support. In conclusion, as a youth, when you are going out to vote on the 18th, remember that it was Okowa and Sheriff that increased school fees, to pay school fees. So as you are going to the polling unit on Saturday, go with the anger of we need our school fees to come back to normal. Vote out PDP. To our pensioners, our mothers, remember the state government, despite only you use some of money, our governor has been gallivanting, distributing our money up and down. Pensioners, as you are going, remember the only person that would answer your call and ensure all your entitlements are being paid is the Edge to Band agenda, which is APC. To our civil servants, it was alleged that there's 10,000 naira being paid to you people. 10,000 naira cannot keep you for a week. To every person, go to the field with determination. We need to get it right now and ensure that as a people, a government, a responsive government, a reliable government, a focused government that will liberate Delta State is what we should go and vote for come March 18, 2023. Lastly, vote, don't fight. It's election, it's not war. We are brothers, we are sisters, we will continue to be one. Any of these candidates who wins, Oregon Nation wins. So we don't need to fight, we don't need to quarrel, we don't need to use harsh words on each other. Market your candidates wisely, with facts and figure. Thanks and God bless you.